Hi there, it's MacGyver. I'm back. It's been a while since I gave you all an update on how the FieroUTV is going. I spent a lot of time taking care of little nitpicky things as far as detail stuff on the Fiero, so it wasn't worth wasting video over that because it's boring anyway. But gotten to a point here where I should be getting my fuel tank and fuel pump today. It's a universal 16-gallon tank with a built-in electric fuel pump for the TBI motor and sending unit, all that, so all my gauges and everything will work. It's nothing like getting stuck out in the middle of 14 acres with no gas because you didn't know how much gas you had. So gas gauge working was kind of important. But made a little bit of progress here. Let's grab the camera and give you a walk around here. I've got some wiring harness stuff I'm still doing here, but I've got the seat frame built, and it's bolted down, those 3 bolts on the front and back, so that whole top plate will come off if I need to get to the fuel tank or otherwise have any work to do to it. Serviceability is important. So, and I've got the 2 seats in there, and we got our gear shifter in there from the Fiero, and still working on the gas pedal. I have to get that hooked up, and we'll build us a little metal firewall to go back behind here, and then the dump bed will come up there, and this will have lots of space for horizontal surface. You know, this whole thing's being built for function, not really form. So if I'm working on something out in the field and I need a little bit of horizontal surface to lay something on and work on, you know, I've got these kind of running board things here. Of course, they'll be sheathed in sheet metal, and the same thing with the little fenders here. You know, you got a little horizontal surface to work on, so it's maybe utility in every sense of the word, really. Let's see, what else have I got here? The wiring harness. Yeah, some of that nitpicky stuff I was telling you about. The harnesses, where the harnesses go through the bulkhead on the regular car. You know, I wanted to kind of make that work on this as well. So I had to come up with something and manufacture it there like thusly. And also trimmed out all the excess wiring out of the harness that's not being used, like cruise control, power windows, door locks, all that kind of nonsense. There's no point in it being there. And having 50 million wires laying around, you don't know what they go to. So all the core functions will be there. You know, lights and we'll have brake lights and everything like that. So, and then the computer will mount up under here, up under the seat, and we'll have that up there where it's out of harm's way. And then really not much more to it than that, than just making it look pretty after that. Of course, that's going to be a big challenge for me because Bertone I'm not, you know, as far as making pretty body work, but again, I'm not real concerned with it being pretty. I just want it to do what I need it to do. So, but once my gas tank gets here and my fuel pump, then I'll be able to you know, hook some fuel up to it and crank that bad boy up now that it's in the frame. So that'll be cool to see it fire up in the UTV frame. Not much different in the front end here. Haven't done a whole lot. I did have to redo my shock mounts a little bit. Push the tops in a little further inboard so my wheels will turn all the way right and left. And other than that, that's really about it so far. Alright, I'm back at it here. Fuel tank and fuel pump supposed to be here today. It's not made it here quite yet. We're right about lunchtime. I'm getting ready to go inside and break for lunch here. But I thought I'd show where we're at. I've got the deck for the seat removed and flipped over, and there's a bracket, and that's where the computer will mount. And of course we got our battery box set in here, so that's all set and ready to go. And we can have our battery here, and all that's hooked up nice. And we've got, see, I've been doing some welding and fixing here and there, and we're making progress, slowly but surely. I don't know if it'll, I've got roughly all my electrics hooked up. So everything's wired and ready to go. And when we get fuel pump and the fuel tank, that'll be nice, because then we can actually crank it up and hear it run. So anyway, that's where I'm at for the moment. Stay tuned.